Hello, friends. It's Brooke-Sidney here, your favorite mindset and manifestation coach. And today I'm excited to get on and talk about something that is near and dear to my heart. And I believe one of our biggest stumbling blocks, mine too. And it really has to do with re-envisioning and reimagining, which some people end up thinking it's essentially revision. But before I get into that, I just want to remind you that there are several ways to work with me: one-on-one coaching, email coaching, the manifesting frequency course, as well as the ability to join the channel so you can get behind the scenes and delve into a lot of the books that I am studying, Neville Goddard and other really good law of assumption coaches and teachers. So I'd love for you to join me. But today we're talking all about the power of reimagining. I like the idea of reimagining, and I believe that our manifestation is as good as our ability to reimagine. So I was reading a lecture by Neville Goddard, and it's in The Secret of Imagination, because I'm all about imaginations. I've been having conversations with friends about imagination, the difference between imagination and delusion. But I really want to get to how it helps us all, right? It's great in theory, but how can it best serve us? So Neville Goddard has a lecture in The Secret of Imagination book. And it's actually lecture number 1, no surprise, and it's in Los Angeles, which is where I'm located. And in this lecture, he says, and this is super powerful, okay, so I hope you can catch this: only his imagination, man's imagination, is the man himself. No man has too little imagination, but few men have disciplined their imagination. So, the biggest idea here is that we want to learn how to kind of control, manage our imagination. So I think what happens oftentimes, especially in the law of assumption community, we talk often about being delusional. In fact, it came up in a conversation this weekend about the difference between delusion and imagination. And I know that we're having fun with these terms, but the idea really is to be able to get into a state of the way that you want your life to go. But for many of us, we don't know that state, because if we knew that state, we would be in that state. If we knew that state, we would become that state, and then we would become our manifestation. Our manifestation would be right before our eyes. So that led me to a deeper question. Well, what is blocking us from this state? What is blocking us from being more delusional or having more imagination? And what I've come down to is life, right? Life in so many of its varied forms. Now stay with me to the end, because I'm going to have the key to how we can transform it and get into this state of the reimagined nature, or our reimagined life, or our reimagined beliefs, right? But I want to walk you through this. So in trying to unpack how we're not manifesting maybe the things that we want or as quickly as we want, I started thinking to myself, well, what starts to dim our imagination? What makes us not imagine anymore? And the answer is easy: life. You know, life, as they say, life be lifing. So whether it's life that we're, of course, giving meaning to and seeing through our own perception, but it's life that's happened to us through childhood, right? It's life that's happened to us, and I'm saying that in a kind of tongue-in-cheek way, but life that we're experiencing, or life that we're perceiving, or life that we are interpreting that has occurred during our childhood, or during traumatic events, or major life-changing events, or even like societal thoughts, norms, limiting beliefs. We have picked up ways of thinking and being, ultimately believing, that is not in line with what we're dreaming and not allowing us to dream further. When things happen to us, or when we experience them, we assign them meaning. Good or bad, right or wrong, we do. And that meaning starts to build upon itself, and that's where we start getting patterns of thoughts, patterns of beliefs, and ultimately our states of consciousness and our self-concept, which is ultimately how we manifest. We don't manifest what we want, we manifest who we are. And who we are is a culmination of our thoughts, our beliefs, and our feelings. And so when life is happening, right? When life is lifing and things occur that we don't like, and we assign it some sort of meaning, then that can dim our ability to see something new, to grab a hold of our imagination, or better yet, reimagine. So then my first suggestion and my first guidance is be careful how we're assigning our meanings. Are our meanings helping us to dream? Are our meanings giving us more joy, more peace, more of what we want? Are our meanings that we're assigning to the things that are happening in our lives on a day-by-day basis putting us in alignment with our manifestation, the life that we want to live, the way that we want to feel, the way that we want to think? And if not, it's time for us to reassign that meaning, or re-envision that meaning, or create a new imagination about it. The second thing that I've noticed, right, that happens when life be lifing, when things occur in our lives, is that sometimes it can dim our ability to dream again. We stop having the courage to dream again. And so obviously, to manifest the things that we want, we have to believe that we can have them. We have to work on our courage and our boldness in our beliefs, and our boldness in our imagination, and our boldness in the idea that we can have more than what we've had in the past, and more than what we have in the present and the 3D moment, that our eyes are not the final determiner of all that we're going to have, right? And the past is not the predictor. We have to have the courage to dream or reimagine again. So third, I want you to ask yourself, is there a part of life that has been lifing that is weighing you down and not allowing you to use your imagination to your fullest? Is there a part of you that is still carrying something that's weighing you down and preventing you from seeing life anew, or like taking off the shackles, like taking off the blinders on your eyes, that's not allowing you to see life so full, so vibrant, and so in the 5D? Ask yourself that. And then the next thing that I want you to ask is there a part of the past that you need to let go? Is there a part of the past that is so shaped the way that you think and the way that you feel and the way that you believe about the subject matter of your manifestation? Be it love, like maybe love has been so bad, or the relationships have been so hard, or the SP is not there, whatever it is. And so now you feel that it's so hard and that relationships don't happen. And that thought, that past experience, that trauma, those beliefs are bucking up against the very thing that you want to manifest, and the very imagination that is required to give yourself the hope and the belief to start again, believe anew, to set new intentions, to re-envision and to reimagine it all, right? So ask yourself if there is a part of you that truly needs to let that past go. And then when you're really, really quiet and you're sitting around and you have decided, right? Because all of this, getting a chill, all of manifestation requires our decision. It's our decision to start again, our decision to say, the past, you are not the predictor, our decision to choose a new way to think, a new way to believe, which ultimately helps us feel a new way and create a new vision and reimagine how good life gets to be. I know I've experienced where there are certain areas in our lives, both myself, my clients, where we feel like, wow, because of how we've seen things go, it's really hard to envision it anew. It's really hard to believe that something new can happen for you. And that's where we need to do exactly what Neville was saying at the beginning of this lecture. We have to learn how to control and discipline our imagination, right? And I would go as far as to say, control and discipline our thoughts so that they are serving us. We ultimately must at some level become the master of our mind, the captain of our ship or the whatever of our destinies, all that beautiful quote. The point is that we have to decide today that we want and that we deserve and that we believe that we can have whatever it is that we're dreaming of, whether it's a new house, a new car, a new relationship, a rebuilt relationship, family coming together, a baby, whatever, just a vacation, just more money in your bank account. There's a point where we have to reimagine it. We have to, in some sense, begin anew. We have to wipe the slate clean from whatever we've been thinking about and been believing and give ourselves a break, right? And give ourselves a break. So let me know in the comments below what you are going to reimagine and ultimately revision for yourself. So what are you going to decide to control and discipline in terms of your thoughts and imagination so you can have exactly what you want to manifest? Again, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel, like this video, and turn that bell on so you know when I drop videos, and I'll see you in the next one.